While it was more of a relaxed day here at Patriots training camp, one exciting thing did happen. Mac Hollins made his return to the field in his first practice in a Patriots uniform since signing his 2-year contract. Stephon Diggs embraced him with a big old hug, and we'll see how he does in pads during stadium practice tomorrow at 6. I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports. Fresh yard lines are being painted here in Foxborough for tomorrow's joint practice with the Commanders. The Pats are excited to see some new opponents and some familiar faces. Former Patriots players Jonathan Jones and Dietrich Weiss will step onto the field in Foxborough for the first time since the 2024 season, but this time as a Washington Commander. Six-year safety Kyle Duggar is looking forward to reconnecting with former teammates, but his focus is locked on tomorrow's practice.
I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching close when their defense is out there, and definitely have some positivity and things like that to say after. Maybe a little bit of trash talk, but it's all love though.
Last season, the Commanders went 12-5 in the regular season until they eventually fell to the Eagles during the conference championship. Pat safety Jabril Peppers says anytime you get to practice with the playoff team, it's a great opportunity to see how you measure up.
And just go out and have fun. Don't leave no stone unturned. Don't dip your toe in the water. They're evaluating this film as if it's a game. It's a lot of great players on that side of the ball, and they want to see you go out and compete, and they want to see you win your matchups. Those guys get paid too, but, we want to see only good things on tape. So, that's going to be my mindset. That's going to be my message.
This will be the first look at the Patriots against an opponent not wearing white and blue. In Foxborough, I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports. They say first impressions matter, and rookie Travion Henderson took that to heart here today, playing in his first preseason game in front of these New England fans. While preseason games don't really matter in terms of standings, it does show what you can do as a player. And Henderson showed on the opening drive, taking the ball to the house, 100 yards and scoring a touchdown, finishing this game with 130 all-purpose yards. If this is any indication of what Henderson can do for this team this season, fans should get very excited. In Gillette, I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports. The Red Sox have slipped the past few days, losing 3 games in a row. Last night, a late rally came up just short as the Sox lost by 1 run in a game 1 of a series with Houston. Garrett Crochet was not himself. He took the rare loss as he gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. Boston, however, stormed back to score 4 runs in the 7th, but stalled there, losing by a lone run, another tough one, 1 loss for the team. But Alex Cora not fazed as his team is still in the thick of the wild card standings.
It was a fun game, tough one, right? But we battled, and we did some good things today. We just got to show up tomorrow and try to win again.
The Patriots had the day off as they flew out to Minnesota. Tomorrow and Thursday, they'll have joint practices with the Vikings ahead of their second preseason game. On Saturday, New England continues to move on the right direction, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
To me, the greatest part about training camp is you have a opportunity to see different things, experience things you've never experienced, either with the group that you're out there with or within our own system, against different defenses, our defense, Washington, Minnesota this week. And all of those, to me, are super valuable for us.
And as a reminder, we got the Pats Saturday at 1 p.m., Fox Providence. RI native Liam Cohen continues to get comfortable in the head coaching chair in Jacksonville. This video is from his tenure in Tampa as the offensive coordinator. The Jags lost their first preseason game a few days ago, but Cohen is pleased with how the team has handled the summer grind, ahead of the year 1 under a new head coach. That's all for sports. I'm Jill Schumacher. Welcome to NCC News Sports. I'm Jill Schumacher. Lacrosse is set to make a return to the Olympics in 2028. And after championship weekend breaking attendance records, it's clear the sport is on the rise. Lacrosse, also known as the fastest game on 2 feet, has seen growth in both participation and attendance over the years. According to USA Lacrosse, there has been a 20% increase in youth players over the last 12 years. That growth was on full display during championship weekend at Gillette Stadium, where fans showed up in record numbers to support the sport.
It's really inclusive and welcoming.
It's great to reconnect with everyone, and the energy here is amazing.
Showing him,
how great these kids are playing lacrosse.
We were here yesterday for the women's game for the record-breaking attendance, so that was amazing, especially for my daughter.
While lacrosse is one of the oldest sports in North America, created by the Haudenosaunee, it has only been the past 2 decades that its popularity has truly begun to skyrocket.
Just watching the games and seeing everyone excited.
We all love lacrosse here.
Who do you want to win?
The wet team.
The men's championship between Cornell and Maryland drew a crowd of over 32,000 fans. Cornell bringing back the championship trophy to Central New York, a region deeply rooted in lacrosse tradition, is a significant moment as the game continues to expand. As New York and the East Coast remain the hotbeds of lacrosse, the passion and sense of community on display make it clear record-setting moments like these will continue to grow the game. This was not only a monumental win for the sport, but as expansion continues to grow on the professional level and on the world stage, it is clear that lacrosse is continuing to surge. That does it all for sports. I'm Jill Schumacher. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much for joining us from Christian Brothers Academy. Ian Nicholas alongside Jill Schumacher. And Jill, Emma Ward and the Syracuse team, they stumbled last weekend against Virginia Tech. How do they get up for this big game?
Well, that's all you need. The rivalry is completely enough, and you can't forget what happened the last couple seasons.
3 losses for Ward and the Orange against BC a year ago. But at the same time, that means nobody knows this Eagles team better than the Orange's star attacker.
Ward is truly their X-factor player. It is her ability to get her hands free. She is so dangerous when she is inside of the 8, making it very hard to stop with the amount of power she gets behind her shots. Also facilitating behind that X, that is the reason why she leads this team in assists.
An assist in every single game, and one tonight would give her the most of any player in Orange history. On the Eagle side of things, they have a feeder and a scorer in Davis and Clark.
This BC roster is stacked, but Clark is their leading scorer for a reason. She dodges with speed and power.
There's a lot of power on both of these offenses, and Jill, that makes it especially more difficult for the 2 goalies in net.
Shea Dolce is one of the most athletic goalies within this conference. Her reaction time and skill, and Guyette just being so consistent for the Syracuse team.
You can catch the Syracuse Mets game tonight at 6:35. And Joey Chestnut will be making an appearance. I really hope he does save some hot dogs for the rest of us. Now, last night, Syracuse opened the first inning going up 3 runs with a home run from Donovan Walton. But Buffalo responded well from the plate, putting up 5 homers, 3 of those coming from Will Robertson, leading to Buffalo winning the first game of this series 8-5. Now to the hardwood, there is a coaching change up here in New York after leading the Knicks to the NBA Finals for the first time in 2 decades. Head coach Tom Thibodeau was let go, happening just days after the Knicks were eliminated from the playoffs. We'll see where Thibodeau lands next and who the Knicks will turn to lead them to a potential championship next season.
Just a moment. It's crazy to say, Jill, but there's only about 3 weeks left to go in the regular season, so this game means a whole lot.
And that's exactly what head coach Kayla Trainer said. She said they worked so hard during the regular season to get good seeding in the postseason.
Well, this will all start at the draw control circle, and that's where Virginia definitely has the advantage in this one because Kate Gallica is the reigning ACC Freshman of the Year, and she's just 1 away from 100 draws on the season.
Gallica is a force to be reckoned with on that draw circle. It is truly her ability to track that ball and her reaction time to that whistle. And that is what head coach LaMonica said, that they truly invested in her to be their main draw person.
On the other side of things, Emma Ward for Syracuse is an absolute star. The grad student just 3 points away from 300 in her career.
I mean, look, it's no secret that Emma Ward could score, but it's truly her ability to assist from X. Head coach Kayla Trainer called her a zone buster with her vision behind the net, getting her passes to those teammates.
The first week of training camp just wrapped up here in Foxborough, and the rookies are settling in, many of them saying they're very excited for pads next week. Rookie Travion Henderson performed well today, making multiple receptions and connecting well with Drake May, showing his speed and handling ability even on low passes.
I feel like I always had the ability, but I didn't get too many opportunities to really excel at that position, you know, flexing outside. And so I'm just thankful that they're giving me the opportunity to showcase that. And I'm just trying to continue to work at it and get better, you know.
4th overall draft pick Will Campbell says there's always something to learn as a rookie, crediting the vets on his O-line for his success so far.
And I'm just super fortunate to not, have a guy like Keon, but not only him, guys like B. Moore, Milt, Casey, Harold, a lot of those guys have played a lot more football than me. So anything that, that they can help me with, give me tips and things that they see that I'm doing that can help my game and, just help me get better in any way, that's what a rookie asks for. So I'm super fortunate to have that.
Sunday being an off day, the Patriots will return to week 2 of training camp on Monday in pads. In Foxborough, I'm Jill Schumacher, Channel 12 Sports. Men's lacrosse went down to College Park trying to break their losing streak against Maryland head coach John Tillman. Going into the third, Cuse needs a response, and who other than 77 Owen Hiltz answers. Spanos dodging left. Shot, save, but the rebound for the signal from the official. He's not sure if he stepped in the crease or not. Look at him with his hands up. Is it good? Is it good? It is good. Maryland takes its 7th straight win against Syracuse, making coach John Tillman still without a single loss to Syracuse during his career as head coach. It takes a special person to be a coach. Once Terrence Gower was told the Mohawk Valley swim team needed help coaching, he embraced this new role.
It's actually the most fulfilling thing I've done. I never saw myself doing this 10, 20 years ago. Just working with the different athletes, it's just very rewarding to see when they get a stroke down, which you've been working on swimming, and just the excitement that they did it.
That excitement is one that Gower gets to see in his son Joshua. Joshua has Down syndrome and started swimming when he was a teenager and has been his coaching inspiration.
But he never got a chance to play high school sports. So this gave him an opportunity to compete, come out to have teammates that they, which he never had.
The Special Olympics has several teams in Central New York who compete in rec leagues, regionals, winter, and summer state games. This year, Mohawk Valley swim team has 23 athletes, and Gower says they are incredibly dedicated and train hard.
It means the world to me.
It does a world to me too. I have my son here too. He swims here too, and my husband. It's wonderful. It's a family thing.
Gower says many people don't realize how amazing some of these athletes are, not just in sports, but in life.
When they go to a competition and actually are able to do it, it's an amazing experience. I wish more people could, see exactly what these athletes put into it.
Gower and his athletes are in preparation mode as their next meet is just around the corner. The Special Olympics has close to 4 million athletes. And here in Central New York, that is not any different. These athletes are gearing up and training for their state regionals in Auburn, taking place in June. Jill Schumacher, NCC News.